copy this exact setup that got me over $500,000 in funding with multiple prop firms, of course. And I'm gonna show you in this video what the setup is. And so I'm not lying to you. You can see here that what actually happened, and I'm not lying. This is my some withdrawals. This is my past verification for 200K. This is my past verification for 100K. Where is it? I believe it's this one. I'm also got funded with Lucid. I had withdrawal $1,100 here. Past top steps also. View certificate here. Past evaluation. Also the withdrawal from there, which was small withdrawal, $600. And I'm now working with Lucid and the gold funded futures, which, by the way, I have a 50% discount with my code VCZ. You can click the link below, get 50% discount on that with current promotion. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be, so you might want to grab that. And yes, I'm affiliated with the gold funded futures. Before you slander me in the comments and say that I'm trying to shield you something, that's what it is. So yeah, you get 50% off, and that's all good for both of us, you know, so you might as well grab that. Anyway, so what's the setup? I'm gonna show you. So I'll do two things. I trade dominantly swing trading, and that's what I trade with Alpha Capital, and I swing trade. So I don't really scalp anything, and that's where I started with my strategy. And the strategy also works on futures, which I'm currently in. You can see this is the account on TradingView, and I'm gonna show you this on a high time frames because you can translate it to small time frames as well. So first of all, what's the setup is? It's very difficult. You better listen to me for the next 10 minutes because explaining this, it takes so much energy, and you might want to write this down, okay? So just listen to me right now. Here is what I'm doing and what you should be doing too, okay? So, very complicated. I go on a daily or weekly. I first look at the weekly. Where the market going? Are we going down or are we going up? We're obviously going down. You can see obviously that we're heading down, okay? Then I go on a daily. Where are we going in daily? Are we going currently up or are we going down? Well, if you don't know how to read the markets, a lot of people, a lot of online gurus would say that the market's still going up, that we have some retracement and you can buy from the support. Well, the market's going down, let me tell you. Why? Very simply, because we did, of course, heading down, but then we turn around, we break above these previous highs, and we're heading upwards. And then we turn around again. Since we broke these previous lows, we came back for retest, and I believe now we're gonna keep going, heading down because that was the retest. So now, so if daily and a weekly going down, would you buy or would you sell? I would sell. I don't know about you, but I will just sell. So I'm selling. This is GBP/CHF. I've been in this trade since Monday, and the price action was absolutely poo. That's the one thing, but that doesn't matter. So on a daily, what I do, I draw a rectangle box, which is this one. And that's it, my friend. That's it. That's how complicated. Once the price gets to the resistance, which was previously support, I'm gonna looking for sells. Simply as that. Now, obviously there's a little bit too more. So, little bit more to it. If I go on a 4 hour, what you can see, the 4 hour was of course heading downwards, and then we turn around, we become bullish, and with the high lows, high highs, okay? We touch the resistance here, which was on a daily, and then we turn around and start heading downwards on a 4 hour. Now the price was a little bit annoying and a little bit confusing, but 4 hour is bearish. So I am selling. Simple as that. That's so difficult, so I hope you write it down. That took me exactly about 1 or 2 minutes to explain. You don't need any indicators, you don't need any special calculations and Fibonacci's and liquidity sweeps and order blocks and ICT, who knows what else. So by the way, if you do ICT, if you want to learn ICT, this is not the channel for you. I trade simply. I don't need to trade difficult. Trading is already hard. Why do I need to make it harder? I want to make it simple and my chart to be looking like this. Clean. Actually, I can delete this one, but just clean. Like one rectangle box. Wait for the price to get to resistance and I'm gonna be selling. Obviously there is a little bit more to it on a 1 hour, but you can see if you've never been trading and you don't know what is engulfing candlestick, see this engulfing candlestick? This is something you will be looking for as well when it gets to your desired price. Now, why did I sell? Well, as I already said, weekly is bearish, daily was bearish, or it is bearish, 4 hour was bullish, but then we turn bearish on exactly this spot down here. We are engulfing, breaking this previous high lows, and I was waiting for simple retest. Well, I didn't really wait for the retest because I thought it's gonna get momentum and it's gonna continue down, but it didn't. But since you know where to place a stop loss, I didn't get stopped out, and it seems like it's going in my favor. So we'll see how that goes. That's how you should be trading. That's how should be everyone trading. I mean, not everyone. There's a lot of people like to make things complicated, and sounds fancy and expensive. By the way, did you know that ICT is the best-selling education out there? That's what sells the most, and you know why? Because they have these fancy words such as order blocks and liquidity sweeps and wagyu steak, one eye chakra, crazy stuff. When the best traders in the world literally trade and support resistance. That's it. Like, you don't need anything else. So very, very complicated. I think my trade now is going in my favor. You can see currently in profit. Now, how does that translate to low time frames? This what is this called? This tobacco, nicotine pouches. Give me a little bit X, but it's okay. So how does that works with the low time frames on the futures? Well, very simply as well. I still look at the daily, but it's not as important because since you do small trades. So I'll look at the 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and entries on 5 minutes and 1 minute. Now, why did I enter this trade? I'm gonna show you right here. So 4 hour, we are bullish. You can see this is gold, by the way. We've been bearish before, then we turn bullish. You can see it breaks this previous highs, this elbow. So I'm waiting for the retest down here to then buy. That's exactly what I did. How did I do that? I went on the 1 hour. You can see much more clear here that this is a beautiful support down here. This is the support, and I was waiting for the retest to then enter. And then I went on the lower time frames. What do I see? Beautiful coming to this area. Have a engulfing on the 15 minutes and 5 minutes. I believe that was engulfing. Yes, there was. You can see down here, beautiful engulfing. Went a little bit higher, but then we come back to this area again to retest again. And then look, I already could take my profits actually down here or up here. In this area, I was already up in profit, I believe around $300, but I decided not to. I'm gonna hold it longer all the way to these previous highs on, I believe it was a 1 hour or 4 hour, 2 hour, to these previous highs. So, which should give me, let me get this trusted tool. If I do this, take profit up here, that's gonna be $1,000. That's my maximum profit I can do today on my evaluation with futures. And it's Friday, and I'm gonna close it, and I'm gonna go by my day. That's it. With these ones, I'm gonna keep letting run. We'll see how it goes. The price been funny, but there's really nothing much to it. If you like to learn how do I do that and how you can actually read the markets properly, how you can structure your trading without emotions and not knowing what you do in very simple way, I have a school community, by the way, where I teach that, and every week I'm uploading new lessons, and I'm doing also analysis with my students every week. So if I go in classroom, this is the boring trading system which I teach. As you can see, there's already uploaded 3 lessons, and I also doing analysis, weekly analysis, questions and answer up here, which there is already 3 analyses for the last 3 weeks. And that's it. The price is very, very low at the moment. The price is gonna go double, even triple, even quadruple in very, very near future. Once this boring trading system course is finished, you won't have that price anymore. So if you like to learn how do I do that, the link is down below in the description, and I'll see you there, and have a good day. I'll see you in the next video.